22 is gone. 30, 33. 33 is gone. 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the freak? 17, 18, 30. Oh. What the? There we go. So right now, 5, 17, 18, 30, 36, 40, 48, 59. Yeah. What's up, guys? We'll get rolling in a few minutes here. We're full on everything except for East Coast. That's the only thing that's open right now. Forgot to also type dollar breaks open for about 5 to 10 more minutes. We'll do that first. We'll come back and do Funko Mini Helmet East Coast Racky Big L's. Bounty, you guys, we're going for put Devonta Smith back on there again because I think we tied on last whatever day it was. Someone just walked into my house, which is not my wife. Where it was. Oh, she doesn't dare to pull my truck into the garage. That's why. She took my truck and left it in the garage or in the driveway. You're right. We're doing full size for the bounty on top of the mini. So Sammy Sosa, Capo Kekkonen, Darrelle Revis, Devonta Smith, Skinny Batman full size. Also added on to the bounty, which is up voting for the divisions. You guys tied on whatever day it was. Last Monday. The real question is, which I couldn't remember, is did someone get the Racky guess right last week? The college? I don't have anyone written down, but I could have sworn I remember somebody getting it right. Like one person. Maybe that was the week before. I'm going crazy. Brian, see, I have your name written down, and I thought that you won like credit because there's no. I usually put a name and then a school. What school did you get right? Because I don't have the school written down. I'll write it up here on this new one. I saw your name and I thought, oh, maybe he was the $10 credit winner or something, and not the guess game. Tejas, that's right. Okay. I'm glad I asked because I mean you probably would have reminded me anyways, but I didn't have it written down because all I had was your name and I crossed it off thinking it was the guessing game credit. Anyways, when we get there, you'll have a chance to get to 2. Nice. In a few minutes, I'll read off the players that are left here. 3 will close us. 5 will fully close us. 3 will get us to 4 solos at 15 each. Full here. Dollar break is open with some spots. Well, I shouldn't say spots available. There's always spots available, but open for a few more minutes, I should say. So if you haven't jumped into the dollar break, you can claim 1 spot. You can claim 100 spots. You can claim 2 spots. We run them all. Top spot gets to pick whatever they want from the dollar break stuff. Some of you guys are on Facebook, so I always leave it open for when we started doing this year or last year. 10 minutes at the start of the stream, just in case. Guessing game, I haven't said it out loud. Former tight end, so I guess retired tight end is another way to say it, who played in the NFC. At least in the NFC, maybe he played elsewhere, but don't guess someone that only played in the AFC. It's a little, I probably should have done $15 on this one because there's a lot of tight ends. Maybe I should have done division, but if I'd have done division, we would have had a bunch get it right, I think. I don't know. I think we had a few trade offers in. This thing is bugging me. It's not where it's supposed to be. Good enough. I think there's a few trade offers in Funko and stuff, but I don't think any of them held. I'm going to double check here before we get rolling. We got Bill and Philip on the dollar break. I already updated that. Let me check East Coast for a claim on the post really quick. Last call here. Nope, still 3 to 5 left. And then in the, where is it? The starters filled up quick, so there hasn't been a lot of activity on it today. There was one trade offer, I believe, but it was in a comment. So let me just go find the comment really quick here. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Where is it? There it is. Tom offered Chris Gale. Would you be interested in Thomason Nichols or Warren Moon for RVD? Is that Rob Van Dam? So if we get that one around, we'll change it. But if not, it'll stay where it's at. Daryl, what's up, man? Yeah, we got a normal week this week. So Monday, Wednesday on. I know last week we were just on Monday and then on the weekend, but we'll do the full Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, one of the 2 days. So three streams this week. Let's really quickly read off some names. There's 3 spots left to close us in hockey. 5 can be claimed if we want to go without solos, but at least 3 will close us. And then after we read these and get a few claims, we'll start with the dollar break and close that down. In hockey, we've got Kempe, Kings available, Barkov, Panthers, Svechnikov, Hurricanes. He played good. I went to the Hurricanes game and they kind of embarrassed us. And then we got embarrassed by the Flames. I don't know what's going on. Mangiapane, Oilers, alt. Brett Hull, Red Wings. The Stars one just got claimed before we went live. Cam York, Flyers. Giroux, Senators. Merzlikins, Blue Jackets. I just read a story about him having the goalie before him like sacrificed himself to save his kids and his wife from a firework and it killed him or something. It's insane. I didn't know that. The last or one of the previous Blue Jacket goalies. Felix Potvin. Take an Oiler, Carlos. Which one do you want? You want Mangiapane or Trent Frederick? Both are alternate fanatics. I thought only one was, but it looks like they both are. So they're both the cool Oilers alt. Mangiapane or Frederick. Greg Olson, Hale, Jason Witt, and Jeremy Shockey. Take large Jimmy Graham. Let me know which one. Where was I? Felix Potvin, Maple Leafs. Philip Forsberg, Predators. They're going to miss the playoffs, it looks like. Gabriel Velarde, Jets. Cheevers, Bruins. McCann, Kraken, Wool, Maple Leafs. Marchenko, Blue Jackets. Boldy Wild, Matt Boldy Wild. First one, you got it. So Mangiapane going to Carlos. 2 to 4 spots left. Matt Coronado, Flames. Mike Matheson, Canadians. Nick Paul, Lightning. Nikita Zadorov, Flames. Philip Kershev, Blackhawks. Peter Kochetkov, Hurricanes. Roji Vachon, Canadians. Thomas Shabbat, Senators. Trent Frederick, Oilers. Trevor Linden, Canucks. Tyler Seguin, Stars. So 2 to 4 away. 2 would be the easy answer there. 2 away on this one. Let me update this. Carlos got you with Mangiapane. Okay, 2 left there. I'll give it another minute for dollar break spots if anybody wants it. If not, we're going to close it up and read the names, roll the dice, and find our winner. Did not get myself a drink. I'll wait until it's necessary. Okay, we'll come back to this. So 2 to 4 left. Let's go over to the dollar. So I'm going to read these off. I have a hard time seeing that. 38 probably close to 70, 80 in free spots and bonus spots. Let's copy this. He said NFC Shannon, I guess Gronk. Oh, yes. Make sure you do an NFC, someone that played in the NFC. Guess Gronk, okay. What's up, Thomas? 10 spots for my wife. You got it, Chad. I saw you guys were, I don't know if it was like your actual date, but nice, momentous anniversary. That's cool. I know her name and I just forgot it. Oh, I want to put under her name. Will you tell me? It's on the tip of my tongue. I should know this. Kelly, gosh dang it, I knew that too. What a horrible person I am. Okay, let's get you 10 spots. That's 11. What I'll do is I'm going to mark these and then go to my other. I never check this again after, so let me go mark it off on here real quick. Perfect. Okay, I guess I'll copy when I get to the bottom. Yes, it does, Chad. Absolutely. Sorry. I wasn't thinking 10 there, 10 here. I'm going to put them under Kelly's name. Maybe she'll have some good luck in the dollar break. Okay, thank you for the reminder. Let me read out the spots. Scott, you had 20 with 5 bonus. If you guys think I missed your spots or did too little, too many, let me know. I'm sure most won't tell me if I did too many, but Dwayne, 10. Jason, you had 5. Jason M. Rick J. Sorry, I went a little too far. 5 there. Tom, you had 5. Shannon, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Every 20 you claim, you get 5 bonus. So easy math there. 40 for Larry V. Gets you 10 bonus. Yeah, happy anniversary. We can pretend like it was given just for your anniversary. Cal Rudolph, I like that one. Philip B, you had 5 there. Chris G, you had 5. Philip, I need to make sure that you didn't have 20. I think you just did 2 5s, but sometimes they sneak up on me. I'll make sure. Chris G, 5. Brian E, you had 4. Steve A, you had 3. Brady, you had 4. Matt S, you had 10. Vlad, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Mark, you had 10. Shannon, you had 20 there with 5 bonus. Dwayne, another 10, which gave you your 5 bonus. Nick F, you have 5. Shannon, you have 20 with 5 bonus. Chris D, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Mark M, you had 10 with 5 bonus because you had 10 above. Brady A, 3. Brian E, 4. Jonathan R, 5. Brady A, 2. Rick J, another 8. Chris D, you had 20 there. I only highlighted 19, but 20 total with 5 bonus. Brian W, you had 20 with 5 bonus. I wish I could move the picture to the top corner. I just tried dragging it and it didn't do it. I was hoping that was a thing. That one you guys could see when I highlight it in the corner, the bottom right corner, it shows. You guys can't even see my mouse. What in the world? Well, now you can. Down here, it shows the total if you highlight it, and that's why I'm checking the 20 and the 5s, whatever. Chad, 10 there. Bill S, you had 40 with 10 bonus. That looks like more than 10, but it's not. Philip B, another 5 there. Kelly, you had 10. Happy anniversary, and 5 bonus for the 20 total. 453. If you're just jumping in, people are guessing a retired tight end that played in the NFC. If you get it right, you get some credit to use tonight. The other thing is the bounty, which is divisions. You can see the poll. If you guys get it right as a group, tonight's full-size night since you tied last time. So Devonta Smith, Capo Kekkonen, goalie helmet, Sammy Sosa, Darrelle Revis mini helmets are all choices. We're on all the names that join everything but the dollar break. At some point, I should probably add those, but I'm not going to. And top name can pick whatever one of those 4 items they want, or the jerseys too. Joe Theismann, Devin Hester. Okay, I've got these copied. Dollar break is officially closed. Should be 453. Let's go roll. Well, we're not going to roll our dice because we're going to look at the items really quick. Since I put them into groups, I think the reading goes quicker, hopefully. These are the items. If you're in the dollar break and you win, you can choose any one of these. There's a few that you can choose 2 of. They're the ones that have the little pound signs next to him. Photos, we have Walter Payton and Gordie Howe. We have a Bo Jackson bat. We have Elijah Wood, Sean Astin script for Lord of the Rings. Brian Urlacher, MIDI Flex. I'm going to try to add a few more MIDIs. Those are cool and different. Mike Tyson glove. Quinn Hughes hockey helmet, mini hockey helmet. Full sizes. Derek Henry, Warren Sapp, Brian Dawkins. You can see these are all different styles. I'll skip saying the styles. Steve Spurrier, Kurt Warner, Ray Lewis, Tyreek Hill, Darrell Rivas, Lawrence Taylor. Don't ever hesitate to ask me what the styles are if you're curious. Funkos. These are the non-sport Funkos. No Swift item, not yet. They've all been picked. Everything I put in there has been picked. I need to get another one. Adam Sandler, Rainn Wilson, Chevy Chase. I always forget who this is. His name. Someone help me. Andrew from the Breakfast Club is Emilio Estevez, Henry Winkler. These are all their characters. Tony Hawk. I guess that's sport, but not sports. Ice Cube. More full sizes. Nico Collins. Yeah, of course, Kelly. Ladd McConkey, Adrian Peterson, Joe Theismann, Ryan Day, Tua Tagovailoa. I'll start editing some of these soon and taking some in, putting some out. Mason Crosby, the Dupers on, not the Dupers, the Marks on array for the Dolphins. Jim McMahon, full sizes. These are licensed jerseys. Shaquille O'Neal, J.J. McCarthy, Brett Hull, Clay Thompson, Mika Zibanejad, Julius Peppers. Minis, Aaron Rodgers, Jim Kelly. You know what? I need to make sure I didn't sell any of these. If anyone picks a mini tonight, this may change. I sold a few minis and jerseys. I think these are all good. Aaron Rodgers, Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, Jamar Chase, Charles Woodson, Giannis, Terry Bradshaw, Bo Jackson, Cooper Kupp. I think Kelly and Jackson were asked about, but I don't think anyone bought them. Whoops. Sports Funkos, Dan Marino, Justin Jefferson, Ellie De La Cruz, Drew Brees, Jordan Love, Terry Bradshaw, Jamar Chase, and Shaquille O'Neal. Custom jerseys, McCaffrey, De La Cruz, Don Cherry on the suit jacket, Dan Marino, team signed 1999 Dallas Stars Champs jersey, Emmitt Smith, Lamar Jackson. More full sizes are Tony Gonzalez, Cam Newton, Matthew Golden, Derek Brooks, Josh Jacobs, Archie Manning, and a Baker Mayfield frame on top of all those. Individual pictures follow if you want to look through them all. I'm sure some of you guys do. I think if I go do this and look at this, it'll tell me 34 photos have been viewed. So that's a way to look at it. Let's go back over to the dice roller. I'm going to roll that list of whatever the number was. What did we say it was? 454, 434? Neither of them. 453 is our total. I'll roll the dice. We'll run the list of 453 that many times. It needs to be 7 or higher. If it's not 7 or higher, we re-roll. I want it to at least be ran 7 times. There's our first dice roll. 5 does not work. I hit it. 8 does work. 8 times. The 7th time, don't look. Close your eyes. Only brings pain. 8 times. Let's go over here. And I'm sharing my screen. I am. It should be, 453. Let's run it once just to make sure. 453. 7 more times on the 8th roll. The top name can pick whatever item they want. Better odds today than, it's a little more claims than the last time we did it, but still one of the lower ones we've had in a long time. So good odds today. There's number 3, or better odds today. Sorry, that was 2. Number 3. Good odds would be 50%, huh? 4. Sometimes I try to do that in breaks, stupidly. Pick 75% of the spots and I still lose. 5. 6, we're getting there 2 more times. Do not look at the next one. 7. And our winner of the dollar break this week is on the next roll. 3, 2, 1. That is Rick. Rick J. Rick even. I was talking to Rick about his Scotty Scheffler come from behind win. He got 2nd place, which gave him a helmet. And he said, hopefully one day I can win the dollar break. Well, Rick, it happened the very next day. Scott, very close. Chad, you had 2 in the top 4. Larry V there. Bill close. Brian, Phillip, Larry, Shannon. Rick on top. If you're here watching live, Rick, you can tell us what you want. If you want to message me later, that's fine too. If I don't hear from you in 24 hours, I'll message you and ask you what you want. You guys know that Scotty Scheffler went 39 straight holes without getting a bogey in the last 39 holes to march back to second place. 39 holes at Augusta without getting a single bogey. That's Saturday and Sunday and part of Friday. I didn't know that until today. That's insane. Rick on top. Let's just verify that it's 8 rolls. It is 8 rolls. Congrats, Rick. First dollar break, I believe, unless you won in the past. Well, let's keep it moving. Congrats to Rick. Sorry to everyone else. Hopefully you win next week or in 2 weeks when we do it again. Let's go back over here. Let's do this. You willed it into happening, Rick. Way to go. Okay, we are closed on the Funko, guys. We're closed on the mini helmet. We're closed on Racky, and we're closed on Big Al's 4-boxer. The live fill tonight will be a 3-boxer for Big Al's. I want to say we're in the 70s of how many helmets we pulled, so 50-ish left, maybe a little less than 50-ish left before we shut the series down and restart it. Rory did win. Scotty, what I was saying is Scotty came back to win Rick a helmet because top 2 won. So Scotty got second, but he had to play nearly perfect to even come back to second place. Rory did win back-to-back. Good for him. He's one of the few Euros that all root for. We'll do a Racky after Big Al's, and we'll do some licensed jerseys. It's a little too early to talk about it, but we added 3 names. Warren Moon, Chris Chelios on a Fanatics Premium. It's the scripted one with a bunch of scripts on it. And then, not basketball, it was Yohan Moncada, White Sox alternate Nike with the South Side on the front. It's pretty cool. So those are our new additions, but we'll talk about those when we get there again later. For now, let's see if we can fill up East Coast. Pretty sure I missed a claim above, didn't I? I remember seeing it and not saying it out loud. Because we were talking about Antonio Gates. Take an Oiler. I missed Jonathan with Cheever. Sorry, Jonathan. I saw it in my head and I never typed it or even said it, I don't think, out loud. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other ones. I emailed you Thomas, Greg, okay, Kyle Rudolph, Vernon Davis, Jason Witten. Okay, we are 1 away. 3 will full close us. 1 will close us with some randoms. The randoms will be 15 each, so half price for 1 player. We're getting down to the bottom of this series. This week and next week we'll close it out Monday, Wednesday, unless we switch to 1-boxers at some point. Let's get rid of Gary Cheevers. I can read through these names again if necessary. But 1 will close us and we'll get some randoms going if anyone's interested. I'll do, instead of teams, I'll just do names real quick. Adrian Kempe, Alexander Barkov, Andrei Svechnikov, Brett Hull, Cam York, Claude Giroux, Elvis Merzlikins, Felix Potvin, Philip Forsberg, Gabriel Velarde, Jared McCann, Joseph Volk, Kirill Marchenko, Matt Boldy, Matt Coronado. I saw him play against Utah too, and he kept getting in fights with Spicy Tuna. Mike Matheson, Nick Paul, Nikita Zadorov, Philip Kershaw, Peter Kochetkov, Roji Vachon, Thomas Shabbat, Trent Frederick, Trevor Linden, Tyler Seguin. I shouldn't say he kept getting in fights. Spicy Tuna, O'Brien on our team is not good at hockey. He's only good at causing problems and fighting people. So that's what he did. Missed a wide open net to tie the game. Brett Hull on the Red Wings. We are full unless any other claims come in. It'll just get us less solos, but if not, I'm going to run randoms here now. So last 10 seconds to claim. Holes, Red Wings. Should have 24 here. We do. So last call. Otherwise, let's get these randoms going. Final 4 will be $15 solos. As soon as you see them, they're claimable. Just 1 per line, please. Oops, I thought I was getting the claim and I messed it up, but that's your guess. Jason Witten, gotcha. 2 on the 7th roll, final 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Solos are Mike Matheson, Alexander Barkov, Adrian Kempe, Peter Kochetkov. Some great names there. Canadians, Panthers, Kings, and Hurricanes. We will have a new Stanley Cup champion because the Panthers are eliminated. How did the Red Wings get eliminated? I feel like I blinked and all of a sudden they didn't make the playoffs. Did they go on a horrible run? I've got Brian with Barkov. He's a headliner. It's a fun name to get as a solo. Daryl Matheson, got your Hab. Adrian Kempe, Peter Kochetkov. The Kings might pass Utah to go, and then we'd have to play Colorado. Please, no, Brian. I don't want to play you guys yet. Let us just win one game so they don't pass us, or the Kings lose tonight. I think we have to have more than that happen, but Kings losing tonight would be great for Utah. Kempe Kings, Kochetkov Hurricanes. We just played the Hurricanes too, and they kicked our butts. Fanatics Premium Adidas on those two. Those are 15 each. We'll come back to that, though. Let's get rolling with the rest of the night. Hope Hurricanes win tonight to keep Caps alive. Jeff, what was your thought on that? On why was Ovi waving away the Penguins? Do you think he was saying, like, we're going to see you in the playoffs? Or do you think he's just sick of shaking hands at the end of the season? Or do you think he's not going to retire? So he's saying, stop, I'm not retiring. I don't think it will be Colorado, Utah yet. Yeah, the only way it will be is if Utah loses out and LA wins, I think, 2 out of the next 3. It has to be, they have to beat us by more than 2 of the next 3 games. So we just need to do, but we're on a little bit of a skid. So hopefully it's Vegas and not Edmonton. Can't be going to Shannon. Got you, Shannon. Hope so. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing with that. All right, let's get rolling. We'll do Funko first, Mini Helmet, East Coast third, Racky fourth, Big Al's fifth. We'll come back and fill Kochetkov when we get there. Wool or Shabbat for Khrushchev. Khrushchev went to Jonathan R. Jonathan R., do you want to trade Wool or Shabbat for Khrushchev? Let him know. He's looking for his Blackhawks. Okay, let me read off Funko. Tom, you've got, so next week we'll have 19 claims, I think, and we'll just do some solos. So we had 20 while we're full here. Tom, you have Cena, Nicholas, Mysterio, and Moon. Steve, you have Wemby, McIntyre, Chad Johnson, and Jonathan Taylor. Dwayne, for Yager, Larry, I was told you hit that too. That's pretty cool. Right, it was the Penguins, Yager, and Christians, right? It's pretty cool. We just hit Yager on Adidas on Saturday or Wednesday, whatever day it was. Okay, Dwayne, you have Fox, Howard, Vega, and Belair, Brad, Sanders, Undertaker, Wilkins, and Taylor. I did. Was it someone else? Maybe it was someone else. Uh-oh. Chris C., Stone Cold, Tomlinson, Lewis, and Singletary, Vlad, Marino, Reigns, Otis, and Faustino. We're gonna run that for you. Did you have Yager? Maybe he's just hoping you hit him. Chris, Judge, X-Pac, Seagal, The Miz, Kid, Shaquille O'Neal, Flavor Flav, and Bliss, Brian Lemon, Demerit, Cheech, Jalen Hurts, Ripley, Chevy Chase, Jim Kelly, Julius Erving, Rodman, Bradshaw, Gervin, and Diesel. Chris G., you had Jordan. That's Michael B. Jordan. Iverson, Rob Van Dam, Vlad Jr., Chris D. You had Bird, Magic Johnson, Jordan Alvarez. Just got his jersey, and we'll put that in at some point. Post Malone, De La Cruz, DDP, Linda Blair, Travis Kelce. I'm seeing names we've hit, but I forget this is the start of a new case. So, Chad, you had Bedard, Love, Behringer, Bryce Dallas Howard, Rhodes, Lambert, Tyson, and Booker. Nick, you had Applegate, Josh Allen, DK Metcalf, Trish Stratus. Shannon, Chase, Sheen. Christian is breaking tonight. Oh, okay. All right. Chase, Sheen, Baylor, Hull, Jefferson, Hill, Sanders, and Bijan Robinson. Les, you had Hamill, Io Sky, Gunnar Henderson, and Halle Berry. He already broke, Larry, says Daryl. By the way, Daryl, when are you opening your 2-box? Is it Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday? Okay, let's get rolling. Sorry that took me a while to read that, guys. Close this. Let's open this and label them first, and then we'll roll the dice and figure out what we're going to open. Brand new case. We just finished the last one a few weeks ago. Had a little bit of a break in between. I was going to do bat today instead of Funko, but it worked to do Funko. So we're going to start this case now, and then we'll get some new stuff rolling in with it. Wednesday at noon, still a few spots for once. Not many though, right? I think when I looked last, there was only 3 or 2. If you guys want to jump in some hockey breaks, you let me know. I'll point you to Daryl's room. Hey, it's a good surprise. I probably would have ruined it had you not. So Wednesday at noon, right on. I'll look forward to that. Okay, here's our new case, guys. We'll just do it. We'll start at the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me get some stickers here. 3. Oh, they will for sure. Some great names left. I really wanted Morgan Geekie, but I already had 4 spots, and I don't want to claim too many and take all the good names or a lot of the good names. I usually miss my names. I didn't miss them this time, but just so many good names to claim, it's hard to figure out which ones you want. And 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4, 5, 6 on the top. Let's get sit there. We'll put it down here for now. Let's get a box number. Any roll will work, so no watching me roll around for an hour today. Also, this is the last one, so I don't have to roll for that. Boom, no rolling today except for this one. 2, box 2 is what we're rolling with to start. Middle on the bottom. Pull the glitter here. I don't take naps ever. I think I need to go have someone like scan my brain for like short term, like short. It could be 7 minutes and I'll still forget after 3 minutes. I'm not kidding. I'm like sitting on my phone like, all right, Daryl's is in 7 minutes. And then I get a text from you, hey, it dropped, and it's like 14 minutes after. And I'm like, what in the world? He just texted me 10 minutes before it started. I don't know what my problem is. Okay, box 2. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining the Funkos. Next up will be the HP mini helmet, our final one over there. Here's a double cut plastic and the sticker. Yeah, if you guys want to know how I feel about naps, and I think if I woke up early, I'd feel a little different. I won't wake up late. I wake up at 7, but if I woke up pre-7, I'd probably feel different. What's the guy's name from Walking Dead? The Fran Walking Dead cast. Just tell me his dang name. John Bernthal. Go YouTube John Bernthal nap, and that's the way I feel about naps. So no, it's not because of a nap. It's because my brain doesn't work. But I feel the same way he does about taking a nap. Although I probably should start taking them. Maybe I'd feel a little better. Okay, here we go. And again, I think if I woke up as early as some of you guys did, I would probably need a nap every day. Like my wife, she wakes up at 5 every day, and she loves naps. Here we go. First Funko from this case. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, cool. We've got one of these in my dollar break. I don't think we've pulled them from the Funko series. If we have, it's been a little bit. That's cool. Shaquille O'Neal. Nice classic Lakers Funko. Should be Beckett. It is Beckett certified. Nice clean Funko case. Shaquille O'Neal. I think he's been claimed in the past. I don't think he was claimed today. Let me find out who has him. It does not hurt our bounty or affect it. Let's find out who had Shaquille O'Neal. Where are you, Shaq? There he is. First random on the Jason Kidd line. So you claim basketball. You got one black basketball random after that. So good to go. Chris G. Chris, congrats. I don't remember the last time I shipped to you. If you need me to update your address or I need to update it, will you let me know? I would hate to get into autopilot and ship this to an old address or something. Maybe I've shipped recently and I just forgot, but it's a great hit. Shaquille O'Neal on the Hardwood Classics Funko Pop. Beckett certified. Great start to this case. That's fun. Okay. And we're done with the Funko. Let's keep it moving. We are moving on to, try to catch up for all my talking. We are moving on to the HP Mini. This is our final HP Mini. We did all 3 batting helmets. We did all 3 mini hockey helmets after this. We'll replace this with bats or balls or our eminent NHL photos that are coming in. Something we'll replace this spot next week. We'll figure out what it is. In the mini helmet, I've got Dwayne with Colorado and Montreal. Brian A., you had the Rangers in New Jersey. Brad, you had Columbus and Tampa Bay. Larry V., Boston and Dallas. Brian W., Winnipeg, Carolina. Chris D., Chicago, Ottawa. Scott, you had Washington, Los Angeles, Florida, Minnesota, San Jose, Vegas, Calgary, Nashville, Arizona, Utah combo, and Seattle. Shannon, you had Anaheim, Vancouver, Edmonton, Philly, Vancouver, Buffalo, and the Islanders. Louis, you had Detroit, Toronto, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis. We are to our only box that's left, so with no randomizing here. Again, if you're joining late or later and you haven't done your guesses yet, I've got a retired tight end in the gold bag that played in the NFC. If you guess who it is, you get some credit tonight. A little harder than other weeks, I guess. That's a big pool to choose from. I decided late which one, so I didn't really think that through. Other one is our poll. Please vote for one of the divisions there that you think is going to hit the most tonight from the NFL stuff. Because you tied on last Monday, we added the full size. So Devonta Smith is a choice with the Sammy Sosa, Kekkonen, and Rivas items. I'm going to move Skinny Batman so people don't think they want it, but it is a choice. I don't want Philly claimers to look at it after and say, I won. Maybe you will, but that's not the one. All right, mini helmet time. Good luck, all. I've enjoyed these. Box. It is our box 1, and it is box 32 of 100. So we'll go on this one. I don't want to say we won't see these for a while. Maybe I'll get more batting helmets or mini hockey helmets soon. There's not a lot of extra slots for fitting in between the Big Al stuff, but I like to rotate stuff in and do. It's not coming off very easy. Oh, they're good. Don't want to break it just in case you want to keep it. Holy moly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time for the sweats to come off. It's getting a little warmer in here. Okay, good luck all. I don't know why these NHL minis don't have, there's the bottom by the way, don't have the HP black bags in them like the batting helmets and other things do, but it sure makes it easier for me to open it with those on, without ruining who it is. We're going to go, I don't really know, maybe just back ways. Maybe I already showed you. I don't know. We're going to try this way. There we go. There's the label there, too. Oh, that's the front. I thought I was going with the back. Whoops. Okay, well, there's a visor on there. I think most of them have visors. This is a black mini. And let's figure out the team. Let's go with non-autograph side. Ooh. Vegas Golden Knights. Were they claimed? Let me see who has them first. Vegas Golden Knights. That's cool. Lots of Vegas fans around me because they came in before the Mammoth, and we're close to Vegas here. Why can't I see Vegas? So random, there it is on the Washington claim. Scott RP snagging a hockey mini helmet, Vegas Golden Knights. Let's take this off and see if we know who it is before we cheat. I still haven't looked at the label. I will in a second. Here we go. 3. It's Fanatic certified. 3, 2, 1. I was hoping for Jack Eichel. That's not Jack Eichel's autograph. I recognize the autograph. I'm not really sure who it is, though. I feel like we've seen him before, maybe on a different team. 89 is the number. I'm going to cheat. I don't know who that is. Not off memory. Well, now I do. That is Alex Tuch. I don't know if he's currently with Vegas. I want to say we've pulled him on St. Louis stuff in the past. Did he play at St. Louis as well? maybe. Alex Tuck, nice hit. Scott, Vegas Golden Knights, black mini helmet visor on there, Fanatic certified. That's a cool one. I like that. As I drop the thing on there. There's our labels just so you can see them. Alex Tuck. I'm sure you say his name differently. I don't think it's Touch. I think it's Tuck. Congrats, Scott. That's a cool one. Vegas. I feel like we see not a ton of Vegas items across any of the series. That's fun. Okay, starting off with Shaq and Alex Tuck, Vegas and LA. Two Western teams. All right, let's get going with our last NHL item of the day. And that is our East Coast 2-boxer. We are completely full besides one solo. That is Peter Kochetkov on the Hurricanes Fanatics Premium. $15 for that solo. Main spots were $30 in this. We're to the point in the series where we have 3 or 4 breaks left. It's going to drop. It's going to up by $1 or $2 on each break to make up for the missing spots. A little easier to keep it when there's more claims, but now that we're losing them, it happens. Try to keep it to $1, but there may be a $2 jump at some point. Final break will probably be 34 is what I'm getting at. So maybe 31, 32, 34, or 30, 32, 33, 34. We'll see. James taking Peter. Thank you, James. Good luck to you. Shannon right after. Uh-oh. J5 traded Shabbat for Khrushchev. Okay. What am I doing? Am I like ignoring Jonathan's response? I didn't catch his Cheevers claim. And then, yeah, I'll do Shabbat, Larry. I see it now. Sorry. Okay, let's see here. Shabbat for it was Khrushchev. They're right by each other. Shabbat. I just saw a post about comparing Thomas Shabbat to Anthony Davis. Did you guys see that little meme where Anthony Davis broke a little bone in his hand or something and he's been out for half the year? Thomas Shabbat broke his arm and came back 2 weeks later. They're trying to compare basketball to hockey. I'd probably be closer to the 6-month rehab time to not be such a wuss. Or I would be a wuss. Okay, let me read off players and randoms. We'll get 2 boxes, and then we'll rip these 2. Trades are always here. If you want to ask for trades, you can always do that. Jeff H., you've got Howe and Coronado. Also Chelios and Vachon. Chad, you've got Bedard and Frederick. Jonathan R., Fleury, Svechnikov, Olmark, Merzlikins, Askarov, and traded for Shabbat. Larry B., you have Geeky and Khrushchev on a trade. Daryl, Kovalev, Forsberg, Gauthier, and Marchenko. Dylan, you have Wolf and McCann. Scorching, Vasilevsky and Velarde. Larry K., you have Fuhr and Linden. Brian, Yossi, Seguin, Gunther, Giroux, Hayduk, Zadorov. Nick F., you have Esposito and Potvin. Brian W., Hull, Stars, and Matt Boldy. Carlos, you have Mangiapane and Cam York. Jonathan R., Cheevers and Nick Paul. Larry V., Hull, Red Wings, and Joseph Wool. And then solos were Daryl with Matheson, Brian E. with Barkov, Shannon with Kempe, and James with Kochetkov. Last chance before we get to Radke to guess a retired tight end that played in the NFC in that bag. Get rid of the dice roll. Don't need that anymore. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's get our 2 boxes. We've opened both cut open boxes. No damage on either jersey, thank goodness. One was a headliner, one was not. They did not steal our McDavid and put a t-shirt in there. One more time to get us our top 2. 5 and 48. That's the first time that they haven't had some sort of pattern or right next to each other. 7 times 5 and 48. Get rid of this. Get that up there. Top box and close to the bottom box. I'm going to put this stuff away real quick since we're done with these and the Funkos. Need 1 second. And the Funkos. Okay. Confirmed. Okay. Yeah, sorry I missed that, guys. I'm off my game, apparently. Racky coming up next. We'll do our college guest. Don't let me forget it, please. 48 second, 5 first. Good luck, everybody. Let's see. 2 claimed hits hit here. 2 claimed names, please. Okay, box 5 up first. Holy moly, I didn't cut it very good. This is trying to think. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I don't know which one this is. I think this might be the forward. Doesn't really look like a signature though. Is there another one that I'm just not? I think it's just the 2, right? I think there's just Merzlikins and Marchenko. Is this Marchenko or is it Merzlikins? That's the Blue Jackets. That's the one thing I know. I can tell that. Blue Jackets coming up here. 3, 2, 1. I guess I thought that maybe the goalie would have a lower number. I thought maybe it was Marchenko. It's not. Sorry, whoever had that. I was getting your hopes up by saying the forward. This is definitely a goalie jersey. Love seeing goalie jerseys hit. Fanatics Premium, and I just talked about him. I said that I just barely learned the story about the former Blue Jackets goalie, and they were best friends. Merzlikins and the other dude, I can't think of his name, sacrificed himself and stopped a firework from hitting his wife and kids or something, and it killed him. I need to read more about that story. It sounds fake, but it doesn't seem like it is. I did too, Daryl. You can blame me. I thought for sure it was Marchenko. I don't know why, but then it didn't look like a signature. So then I was like, is this Boone Jenner or something? Didn't look like Elvis to me. Elvis Merzlikins. Fanatics Premium. Great looking jersey here. Classic Blue Jackets logo. Love seeing goalies come out. There's our fight strap. Great hit. Let me see who has them. Sorry, Daryl. Maybe he'll come out in the next box. I was definitely wrong on that one. Remember talking about Merzlikins, I just don't remember who had them. Towards the top, that is on the Olmark spot, another goalie. Jonathan R. taking home Merzlikins, Blue Jackets Fanatics Premium. Jonathan, congrats. Nice hit. Merzlikins, AJ COA on this one. I think 95% of these are going to be AJ's. If it's something that he doesn't hold a signing for, some of the bigger names, guys that are with Fanatics or elsewhere, they won't have East Coast. Starting off with a goalie for the Columbus Blue Jackets. They barely missed the playoffs, right? Or they feel like they were getting close to being in it, but I thought they fell out. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, box 2, box 48, our second box. Next up is Racky and Big Al's and some live fills. A couple live fills tonight. Dirty tape. Looks like it's got some jambalaya in it. I'm waiting for a Fuhrer from East Coast. Just realized it hasn't shipped yet. From a while back, Daryl, or just recently? I was actually going to order some stuff through Josh too, and I haven't yet. You just reminded me. Or is that from like the last time a while ago? Or did you send into a signing? Okay, here we go. Jersey number 2. 3, 2, 1. Well, I think I know that one. Oh, just barely. That's cool. You got some fresh ink coming from Grant Fuhrer. Well, I don't think we've ever pulled him from our series, and he's always been a claimed player. He was claimed today again. This one I know because I just missed him the other day in Daryl's. And this is the claim that I tried to skip on accident too, isn't it? It is All-Star Hall of Fame 85, 227 wins, 70-72 Stanley Cup, 70 through 72. That is Mr. Gary Cheevers. It's a great hit. Fanatics Premium as well. I know you pulled the one that had the artwork, and I tried to stay away from some Bruins. because I know you got a lot of Bruins fans in there, but I really want some of those jerseys. I love that stitched one. I tried to buy one for my series too. I don't know if I got it or not. Here comes the torches. Yeah, that's the one that I tried to skip from Jonathan, so I know you just doubled up, Jonathan. Cheevers on the East Coast jersey. That was a live fill claim here. Great jersey. Nice hit. One claim, one random. Jonathan doubling up. Nice black jersey here. Fanatics Premium. Beautiful. Lots of inscriptions as well. I like to call that the Collegiate Boston B. It looks like a college logo. Awesome detail on these two. It's really nice. Nice hits, Jonathan. Gary Cheevers and Elvis Merzlikins. Two goalies, too. It's a beautiful jersey. There's a lot of details that I'll show you guys, but there's cool stuff. Some of the jerseys have writing on the inside too, like stitching on the inside that you don't really see unless I take the time to show you. Christian taught me the cool thing about the All-Star, forget the guy, Drew House. I don't know what it is. You can turn them inside out and put a different logo on the inside. Those are kind of cool too. Okay. Down to 6 boxes left. Merzlikins and Cheevers both gone. 2 goalies down. We'll see what we pull on Wednesday. Probably be 31, maybe 32 spot. We'll be down to just 19 claims, so we're getting down to the bottom here. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to with our pre-fills besides Racky and Big Al. So time to move on to Racky. Before I forget, so we have the other things going, but this is the time where you guess a college team. We're down to 2 boxes left, 3 and 11. Whatever one we open, if you guess the college team that player was drafted from, you move on to next week for a chance to get either some credit, or if you get it 3 weeks in a row, right, you get a free full size. No one's ever done 3. We've had a bunch do 2. Brian E. has a chance to go for 2, which is $50 credit if he gets his guess right today. And he's going with Bama. Just saw it pop up. Bama. And then we'll do the bag here in just a second as well. Let me read off the players or the teams here and then grab a box, and then we'll do the gold bag too. If you haven't guessed yet, retired tight end that played in the NFC in this bag, if you get it right, you get some credit. Also, last chance to make your vote in the poll. I think there's just 2 divisions, 2 choices that are battling there. AFC's East, South, and AFC Northwest. Ian Racky. We've got Jonathan R. with Denver, Dallas. Bill S. Detroit, Jacksonville. Jonathan R. New England, Houston. Greg, Rams, Miami. Shannon, Minnesota, Tennessee. Greg, Giants, Green Bay, Vegas, and Arizona. David L., you have Philly, Chicago, Cleveland, Baltimore. Shannon, you have Pittsburgh and the Chargers. Brad, Indy, Atlanta, Cincy, New Orleans. Sorry, New York's down below. Paul, San Francisco and the New York Jets. Tim, Buffalo, Carolina. Scorching, Kansas City, Washington. And Brian W., you have Tampa Bay and Seattle. Let's get a box number, and then we'll open the gold bag and close the poll and all that fun stuff. I gotta do my guess. I'm steering away from orange. My brain always tells me an orange team. I'm not going orange. I'm feeling a green team today, so I'm trying to think of a green team. 6, 7. Box 11 stayed on top the last few times. Box 11 it is. So let's stop shooting. Box 11's underneath. We'll do this final. This box 3 will be our live fill tonight. I just got the 2 cases in, I guess it was Saturday. For the new series, I think he told me there's new headliners. He's just going to get me pictures. Don't have them yet. So the pictured headliners we have will change up. Maybe some of them will stay, but we'll have a new series starting on Wednesday. So look for that when you do your claims. Okay, box 11. Guesses are out. My guess, a green team. Who's even a green college? I'm not going to do Michigan State. Oh, gosh. Why did I say green? Tulane. Yeah, the poll didn't really budge there, so we're going to close it. 34% for AFC East, AFC South. I'm going to highlight it over here so I know AFC East, AFC South. Highlight. Green college teams. Ooh, that gave me a nice little list there. Tulane, no. Miami, Ohio, no. Michigan State, Marshall. That's not a good. I'm going to have to say Miami. Partially green, but the rest are too small. Colorado State, no. Miami. So it's got orange too. Okay, orange and green. I'm going Miami. I feel like that's the last one I got it right with, and it was an actual Miami helmet. So collusion. All right, let's see if anybody got the guess right. I don't know if anybody did. I probably should have made this one easier. Narrowed it down a little bit, but I thought maybe someone would pull this one out. 3, 2, 1. Anybody guess a Giant? I thought someone got it right above, and I got confused with the name. Who was it? Jason said Mark Chimura, which I do have some Mark Chimuras. But it's just because my brain was focused on Mark. I guess it could have been Shockey too. Yeah. Not Shockey. It is Rambo. I love this helmet. I know it's a VSR 4, so all you VSR 4 snobs can look away on this one. JSA certified. Mark Bavaro at number 89, two-time Super Bowl champs, and with the Rambo inscription. This is not for my PC. This will be a series helmet. I do want a Bavaro, but I bought this one for the series. Did anyone guess Bavaro? I thought maybe that would be a one person out there and get all the glory, but I don't think so. I'm not going to scroll up. If someone guessed it, please let me know. I saw a few. There's a ton of great guesses, but I don't. Actually, it will let me scroll up, but I don't think there's any there. There was some Shockeys. Tom, you were close. See the Shockey claim. You were close. None? Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, we closed the poll. You guys are going AFC East, AFC South. If those are if the most items in the NFL come out today are AFC East, AFC South, we'll throw all the names into the blender 7 times. Top person can choose full size today's Devonta Smith Classic, since we tied last time. Sammy Sosa, Kaepernick, Conan, Darrelle Revis, Joe Theismann, Devin Hester items. Guesses for college are there. I'm going Miami. We're all eyes on Brian for Alabama, and the poll is closed, and the guess is done. Okay, we're good. Just crossing my T's, dotting my I's. Second to last helmet from this case. The other one will go tonight as our second live fill break. Well, I'll tell you something. I looked to see for blue or red. You know, red would be a college rep, blue would be a college authentic, because the last few cases we had were pretty heavy college, and they were fun helmets. But I got a little scared of it on this case, and it kind of I don't think we had a single college. This one's not college either. So Ben won Alabama at 107.60. It's going to be this one, especially now that you just said that. I've guessed Bama a few times. Bama's coming out. I don't know. It's probably going to be Miami because I guessed it. I want to be right. Okay, good luck, all. Let's see the team. I'm trying to think. College-wise. Oh, boy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got an Eclipse, and you can see red tag that says an authentic. Is that the green I was seeing? You can't deny it. Maybe that's what I was seeing, as a green helmet, just not a green college team. Dang it, Al. I'm trying to think on this one. Oh, this could be. Isn't there a retired running back, an Alabama running back? Oh, man. It could also be Sammy Darnold, but if this is Sean Alexander, I did not see the autograph. This is Sean Alexander. Isn't he Alabama? I could see that on the Eclipse Authentic. I'm kind of rooting for that for Brian. Who had Seattle first off? Remember, winning the helmet is cooler than winning the guessing game, so I should focus on that first. Seattle was the final random, going to the final claim, going to Brian W. Brian W., you had Tampa on spot 16. Seattle was the final random assigned. You have my address. Can work out the details later if it's JSN. Why? Okay, hold on. 3, 2, 1. Why do I not recognize that? Very seldomly do I not recognize autographs. Is this a young guy, or am I just a guy that hasn't signed in a while? Who is this? Someone tell me, please. It's got to be a young guy. Beckett certified. I wanted that to be Sean Alexander just to get Brian to 2 so I could cheer him on next week for 3. Could still be Alabama, I guess. It's not Largent, no. Remember, guys, there's 99% of the autographs in football I know, 99.9%. So a lot of times when I don't know them, they're new guys, or could just be one that just started signing, a cool name that's different. Let's look it up. Well, that's cool. This will be something different. It's not Bosworth either, no. Not all those names I would know. I feel like I should have known this one. I should have known this one. It is a defensive player. And I'm wondering, is he... Okay, this is cool. It is Malcolm Smith. I should have known that, but I don't think I've seen a ton of Malcolm Smiths in my day on the autographs. He didn't win the Super Bowl just barely, but he won the one in the past, right? Yeah, Super Bowl champion. He was the Super Bowl MVP. That's why I know the name better. Super Bowl MVP in their win against, who was it? Was it the Broncos? Sorry, Broncos fans. That's cool. Malcolm Smith, linebacker. For some reason, I thought he was a defensive back. What did he do in the Super Bowl to get MVP? I'll look at that later. That's a cool hit. Malcolm Smith, not a name I've seen a ton of. He must have just done a recent signing, so that's fun. Going to Brian, nice hit. And Malcolm Smith played for... Was he a Trojan? He was a USC Trojan. Okay, so this is where I can be nice. USC is a big school. Did anyone guess USC? That's a big school. Some of you guys don't think the Pac-12 matters, but I'm gonna let you guys vote. The first 5 yeses or nos. The first one to get to yes or no 5 times, I'll do it again for the next box. So if we get 5 nos before 5 yeses, we're done. You guys lost. If we get 5 yeses before 5 nos, I'll roll it on the next box. So Brian will still have a chance. You guys will all still have another chance. Some of you guys like to vote no. I would vote no. But that's USC's kind of fringe for guesses. Look at all those yeses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next box. Brian, you're still alive. You can thank all the yeses. You didn't even vote. Brian W., nice hit. Malcolm Xavier Smith. Born after me, 1989. He's young, and he's already retired, huh? And he played in the NFL for 12 years. Gosh, I'm old. Cool, I wasn't going to vote for you. Well, they did it for you. Nice hit, Brian. That's a cool helmet. Okay, well, let's move on to Big Al's. Again, if the next one is a small school, it'll just 2 no's equal a big no. But keep your same guesses. If you didn't vote the first time and you didn't vote again, or you can vote for your first time. But if you already voted for a college team, you keep that vote. So Brian's holding on to Alabama. Okay, in the 4-boxer. That's the year I graduated. Is it? Well, I was alive at least, Mark. I may have still been crapping in a diaper, but I was alive. Okay, Shannon, you've got Arizona, New York Jets, Brad, Atlanta, Bill S., Baltimore, and Buffalo, Greg, Carolina, Tennessee combo, Ty, Chicago, Brant, Cincy, Scorching, Cleveland, Hilo, you've got Dallas, Greg, Denver, and Detroit, Scorching, Green Bay, Brad, you have Houston, Greg, Indy, Carlos, Jacksonville, Zach, Kansas City, Shannon, Vegas, Joseph, Chargers, Greg, the Rams, Tim, Miami, Zach B., Minnesota, Bill S., New England, Brian W., New Orleans, Greg, the Giants, Vlad, Philly, Obi Pittsburgh, Elliott San Francisco, Shannon Seattle, Bill B Tampa, and Bill S Washington. This is our final pre-fill. It's full as well. I appreciate you guys closing most everything up quick this week. It makes it easier for stream night. We will do a 3-boxer live fill next. It'll be 32 instead of 43. We're about 2/3 way through the series. Any teams that were low, I've added in at least one. Some I've added in a couple. So every team is always alive. Every team starts with 6+ hits at the start of the series. I think the most the team has hit is 4 times, but majority are underneath that. So whatever team you are after, they are full of helmets. Let's close this. And let's get our boxes. We did run, I don't know, for those that weren't here, or didn't see it, we did our Masters and our Pigskin Pick'em. So we opened 5 helmets last night. I didn't want them to cross with claims today and do it at the end of the night, so we just got it out of the way. We did hit one of our last 3 last team standing, so there's only 2 teams left in last team standing. We could very well know tonight who the last team standing team winner is if we just hit one of those 2 teams. Well, we shall see. Okay, 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cross those. 4 people alive, 3 with Chicago and 1 with Pittsburgh. Is that right? I actually did not look at that, but I knew we were down to those 2 teams. I could remember Pittsburgh on Saturday. I couldn't remember the other team. It's Chicago. Good. Good at Chicago. You guys used to always say, oh, Green Bay's last team standing because he didn't want to put any in there. I promise you, I always put in even amounts of all the teams. It's the whole point of a blind series. Now you can say he doesn't like Chicago, so he doesn't put them in there. Oh, there's 6 of those beautiful helmets in there. Okay, first number is 46. 46. Next number, 19. 19. Next number, 70. Sorry. Yawns are starting early. I need to go get one of those, whatever the Celsius drinks in my fridge. And 49. 49. I like this song. It's in my ear. All right, guys, let me grab them again. We'll do a live fill. I'm going to paste it now so I don't forget. It's right here. 3-boxer live fill after this for 32. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Well, let me grab them, guys. 46, 19, 70, and 49. 1 second to grab a drink, guys. We'll verify those boxes. Pineapple. This is the one I don't really like, but you gotta drink them all. All right. All spots claimed. 46, 19, 70, and 49. Counterclockwise. Nice. Let's put them in order. Good to go. Okay. Good luck, all. I did total the Wonka board. Let me show you. Because I finally did my job. This is where the Wonka board stands now. Kyle at 18, Bill at 17, Brad and David at 11 tied, and then a bunch underneath there. Old team list, I said that this series, because of free agency, has more than normal players that have moved. I usually try to avoid it altogether, but hard to avoid this season. Will probably be the next series, too, that it rolls over to, and we'll put the whole list of helmets together, and someone will win a free helmet from the series because of that. That's our total. Yeah, 27 different boxes, I think is what it was. Yep. See where we go on this one. Okay. Top Sharon. Let's start with box 19. Good to go. Series 38. 0-1. So all 5 that we opened on Sunday night, last night for Masters and Pigskin Pick'em, none of them had Wonka points. I think I see the auto staring up at me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Going back-to-back eclipses. Got a Malcolm Smith, who maybe I've seen before and it's just been a while, or maybe I've never had here. I don't know. Now we're going Giants eclipse. Look at my list. Giants were Mr. Greg. Greg hitting out of the gate. It is who I thought it was. COA is Fanatics, if that helps. 3, 2, 1. This I kid you not, this might be the oldest helmet in the series. I color coordinate them when I go mark them off later. I'll look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's been a while since we've hit Eli. I think he's just bounced from one series to the next, to the next, to the next. Meanwhile, I have 3 other Eli Mannings to use in the series, so we'll see a new one next series. But big start there, Eli Manning. When I was looking up, this is interesting. When I was looking up Bavaro to see what stat I wanted to use, I just ended up doing what he was, a tight end. He's on the top 100 Giants of all time, and this was put out by the organization, the Giants. I don't know if every organization does this. Where do you think they had Eli Manning ranked? Mark Bavaro was number 18 all time on the Giants of all Giants. Where do you think Eli Manning was ranked out of the top 100? This shocked me. And then some of the guys that were higher and different. I think we should look at that stuff to influence whether we think stuff's cool sometimes too in our collections. Last Eli was Series 31. See? Holy moly. And it's 38. I'll have to see. Maybe he wasn't in 32 or 33 or something. Doubtful. He probably was, but it could have been 4, 5, 6 series. 97, 15. Eli Manning was the 7th best Giant of all time, I believe is what it was. You know who number 6 was? Harry Carson, who we pull out every once in a while, who's in Gold Rush. Bill Belichick said he's the best linebacker of all time. You know who number 1 is? Lawrence Taylor. There's a few in between there, but I thought Eli would be higher up than that. 2 Super Bowls against Tom Brady. I don't know. I still think Peyton's the much better Manning out of the 2, but you feel like you put him higher if the organization were rating your players. I don't know. Anyways, Greg, congrats, man. Eli Manning starting off hot from the series tonight. Love seeing Eli come out. That's a beauty. Okay, 46. Yeah, I would have liked to see him in the top 3, top 5. I kind of get it. I'm always an Eli hater when I compare him to Peyton, but still. Series 38, three-pointer. I was shocked to see a few of the names, like Harry Carson in front of Lawrence Taylor. I guess you could put as the top giant of all time. I was going to look at their list. Let me see here. Just so I'm not saying that wrong. Oh my gosh. I'm wasting you guys' time like crazy today. I'll find it in a second. I see a label. Is it who it is? We will see. It is the label, so I know who it is. And I'm off my page. There's my page. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're seeing double. That's getting an eclipse and then a lunar eclipse. Couple eclipses for the same team, Seattle Seahawks. One was Racky, one was mine at least. Now that I say that, we'll pull like an amp Seahawks next. Three-pointer going to Seattle. Malcolm Smith. Can you imagine I have in my series and I didn't know? I was thinking about it, this Mr. Hand. If I'm here and you're here, doesn't it make it our time? It does, but I don't really care about my time as much. I spend the whole day working. I'm a slave to everyone around me. It is, I guess it's our time, but I feel like I can't waste my own time. I can waste your time. So I'm going to do it again by looking up the Giants top 100. I'll do it later. It surprised me, though. Seattle is Mr. Hand. If you guys want to see my face, I can put it in there every once in a while, or you can just click on my Facebook link. Famous movie quote for how that one is? Mr. Hand. Oh, no, I don't know that one. I thought you were talking about me. I was thinking about this, Mr. Hand. If I'm here and you're here, doesn't it make it our time? What movie is that? Shannon, you had Seattle. Shannon, congrats. Seahawks, the lunar eclipse. I love this helmet, too. Love this player. Mark got the reference, not Al. We've had him a few times over the years. Maybe this is helmet number 5 or 6 of his over the last 4,500 helmets, 6,000. That is Tyler Lockett. So, so I know exactly what you're talking about now. I love that show. I didn't realize that came from that show. Is it when the teacher's talking to him, or is he talking to the teacher when he's trying to eat his pizza in class? I do love that show. 8. Okay, I knew it was around there. Is it number 7, Harry Carson? Shannon, congrats. Tyler Lockett. I love Tyler Lockett items. Very underrated receiver, lunar eclipse. When he gets the pizza, yes? Okay. So I'm not too far off on that one, Eric. I didn't get the. I thought you were talking about how I keep saying I don't want to waste your time. But it fit in perfectly. Spicoli. The great show. Okay. Box 49. Shannon, nice hit. Series 38. I need to get you your 3 points, too. I almost forgot. Lawrence Taylor, Roosevelt Brown, Mel Hine, Frank Gifford. That's fine by me. Michael Strahan above Eli Manning, too. I was wondering about that. Harry Carson is number 7. Okay. But this was put out by the organization. I wish every team would do that. It's kind of cool to see how they value it. 4 points here. I'll fill out the 3 for Shannon, and whoever gets this 4-pointer at the same time. So I already forgot to do the 3. Oh, man. Maybe, just maybe, number 1 overall for this style out of all the teams. The number 1 team for this style. In my opinion, my humble opinion. 3, 2, 1. Only top 10 players from each team get Wonka points. I don't know what that means. I'd hate to hear Cowboys list. This has got, it's got to be one of the best, if not the best amp out there. I really love it. We've seen this helmet, this guy on this helmet before. There's not a ton of different Bucks amps floating around. A lot of them are PC'd and not leaving their PC. It is. It's such a nice helmet. I got lucky and found a PC one of these that I've kept too. Tampa Bay, and this one was Bill B. Bill B hitting a Bucks amp. It is Radke certified too. That's why we got our Radke thing here and a picture here as well. Jonathan knows he's seen this one before. This may have even been your helmet at some point that you traded or sold back at some point. That is Chris Godwin. Great receiver for the Bucks. He's been there for a while now too. I mean, you can't beat that style. Unless you don't like flashy stuff, then maybe it's not your type, but I love that helmet. So 4 points, Chris Godwin, Bucks amp. Trade when I got the Gronk amp, that's right. I remember you trading it, but glad I didn't do that trade then. Was there a trade talk? Uh-oh. Did I miss it? I don't even remember seeing any trade talk, so if I screwed that up, let me know. But it sounds like you didn't do it, so it worked out in your favor. Oh, you're working on a Godwin trade for a Godwin helmet. What style was the one you were looking for? Or that you were working on? So 4 points going to... Is this one the 4-pointer? Yeah, Bill B. Oh, you're good. I know that trades bite us in all fashions. Chris Godwin, and then 3 points was Tyler Lockett. Classic. Nice. Well, amp is a great one to have. Do you have a Bucks amp yet? 3 was Shannon with Tyler Lockett. Yeah, they're a hard team to get on the amp. That's the only Bucks amp I have in the series and in the reserves right now. Yeah, congrats. It's an awesome helmet. 3, 4, 13, 26, and then Bill B had 4 on 4, 13, 26. Okay, one helmet left here from this 4-boxer. I love all these so far. Lockett, Godwin, Eli Manning. Box 70, Series 38. 0 Wonka. 3-boxer live fill up next, guys. Spicoli. Don't know yet because it's in a Fanatics bag. Maybe a Fanatics helmet. Sometimes you get these and they're Fanatics players. We shall see. Good luck, everyone. I thought I saw the... Oh. I'm trying to think who I have in a Fanatics bag for this team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, that's why. I thought it was... I won't even say what I thought. I thought that was an NFL team. This is a college helmet. After we just got done talking about less college and Radke, I pull one in Big Al's. LSU, the Tigers, is it Fanatics? It is, and it's the new Fanatics, so it's probably who I think it is, based on what I know I've bought in the past. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. No, that's where our brain always goes with LSU, is to the Bengals. This is not a Bengals helmet. LSU alum, Fanatic certified. That is a Washington Commanders hit. Jaden Daniels. Been in there for a little bit. Jaden Daniels. Now we're getting some of these quarterbacks I'm talking about. Eli Manning, Jaden Daniels. Love them both, and 2 receivers that I love too. Fanatic certified, Jaden Daniels, LSU college lid going to the Commanders. I just showed Jaden Daniels the other day for the guessing game too, didn't I? All NFC break. Yes, it was. Giants, Seahawks, Bucks, and Commanders, all NFC. Washington on this one was Bill S. I got to specify. Bill S. taking home the Commanders and the Jaden Daniels LSU lid. Bill, nice hit. Congrats. Let's do a quick recap. I loved all those. Eli Manning for the Giants on the Eclipse, Tyler Lockett on the Lunar for the Seahawks, Chris Godwin amp for the Bucks, and Jaden Daniels LSU. Let's do a 3-boxer here. I don't know if you beat me. It seemed like it was close. I will see if you beat me. I think you beat me on both. Uh-oh. Hopefully you get the rebound. Sorry about that. posted, and then bing bang, I saw mine and yours. I didn't know if it would be just before or just after. Refresh your screen, guys, so you see what I see. Live chat, top chat, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it'll always put yours in a different spot than they really are. Everyone else's will be in the right order, but yours will be spotted there. Okay, I've got Bill B on Buffalo. I've got Nick on Pittsburgh. Jonathan on Chicago. I've got Zach on Kansas City. Bill S. Chicago's just gone. Bears are gone, Dave. Sorry. Denver going to Dustin. Pittsburgh is gone. Or you got him. You just rebounded. I got you. Denver's gone. Scorching. Sorry, Ray. Pittsburgh's gone, too. We may have a few spots left, guys. Lots of duplicates, so I apologize for that. Zach, I've got you on Minnesota. Cincy is Brent. He was hoping that was one of the... Didn't you have him before? You did. One of those Bengal LSU players. Get your hopes up. I'm sorry. Bill S. Philly. Cincy Jason is just gone. Sorry, man. Kansas City is gone. San Francisco is there for Bill. Congrats, Bill. Yes, congrats. Breaking Brad got you on Washington. Minnesota's gone, Dave. Rams for Greg. Got you. Indy for Greg. Oh, yes, you blame yourself. You're just a little too quick. Brad, sorry about that. I know that sucks. Arizona for Brad. Detroit for Scorching. We are going to have some open spots, guys. I'll let you know who they are here in a second. Detroit, Scorching. San Francisco's gone. Carolina combo going to Ray. Got you, Ray. Dallas is there for Bill B. New England is there for Bill S. Is Greg and you two gel? No, he's busy tonight. He told me he was sad he's going to have to miss the stream. He's got some family stuff today, but that he might have Bill grab him some spots, and it looks like he did. So he had some stuff to handle tonight. I'm not saying it out loud. Oh, gosh. Pats are also gone, Jason. Let me tell you who's left here. There are a few. Atlanta, Baltimore, Green Bay, Houston, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Miami, New York Giants, Seattle, Tampa Bay. All those teams that already hit. I'm going to take Green Bay out. There's our opens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe. Bill, I got you on Green Bay. Jason just behind on Green Bay. Hopefully you're caught up live, but Bill had him just ahead of you. I give up. Dustin, I got you on Tampa, Seattle, Giants, Miami, Vegas, Jacksonville, Houston, Baltimore, Atlanta left. Yeah, some days are like that. I'll update the list in a second here when a few more get claimed. Live fill after this will be our last Radke box. And then we'll do some licensed jerseys. And that's where we're at for the night. Brad grabbing Baltimore. Whoops, almost gave you the wrong team. Gotcha, Brad. Brad, wouldn't you know it? They give your son the start, and they get their first win in 26 games, huh? What a joke, man. Does it just take everything in your power to not talk out? I'm looking forward to sports as my kids get older, but even now I have a hard time just shutting my mouth. And I don't do it in an annoying way, but sometimes I'm like, all right, Al, you got to just enjoy it. I assume it just gets harder and harder as you get older to keep your mouth shut. And I'm not going to be one of those like parents that's like, pro my kids no matter what. But if your son can pitch and he's proved it, and for some reason they don't let him pitch, then that would bug me. But I don't know. My wife's a coach. She gets crap all the time from parents, and I want to tell those. I wish I could get those parents in a room and just like have a conversation and say, "Do you realize what you're saying? You sound stupid." But I can't do that either. You did real good. That's awesome. Was it fun to watch? I liked the video you posted, Brad, because you can see him celebrate that he won, but he was almost doing it in like a pent up, like aggression way. Like, see? And like his team walked out, they seemed like they were excited too, but it just kind of seemed like he was like, good grief, give me the ball, Brian got you on the Giants. That's cool. That's fun, man. Even if he does stop pitching or stop playing baseball, at least you got that one. That's fun to watch. Let me update the teams that are left here. My wife is a coach. I don't think they get paid enough to deal with parents. I'll answer phone at 8 on a Sunday night when they call. Yeah, it's insane, Dustin. My wife has to, once every couple of weeks, and this is different. She doesn't coach basketball or baseball or football. She coaches dance. And here in Utah, you guys can look it up. The drill team in Utah, the drill team community is insane. And they practice more than all the other sports for some reason. 5 in the morning, every morning. Three nights a week they're there. They have all these competitions. It's all year round. But there's just like no boundaries. It's kind of insane. They'll like say, hey, can you come meet me on a Sunday? And she'll go do it, She'll go meet with them. She wants to make sure everything's taken care of. And she's the best coach I know and still gets crap for it. We're at a pretty, I don't know how to say this without making it sound bad. We're kind of in our area, the school that a lot of the kids that go to the school, they don't go there for sports. It's more of an academic school. There's college course stuff, and they're very good with their music and acting programs. So a lot of the other schools around us get the sports teams beefed up, and we don't. But because we have so many kids going to the school, it raises their division. And somehow the last 3 titles at the school over the last 15 years have all been my wife. The other programs have not won. So she outcoaches her ability, but still gets crap from parents that think their kids are perfect. Why are they not in the middle? Well, they're not good enough to be in the middle. Sorry. Anyways, okay, three spots left. Jacksonville, Vegas, Seattle, last 3. I'm going to read off those 2. Brad, you have the Arizona, New York Jets combo spot, and Baltimore. Shannon, you have Atlanta, Bill B, Buffalo. Scorching, you have Carolina, Tennessee. Jonathan R, Chicago. Brant, Cincy. Scorching, you have Cleveland. Bill B, Dallas. Dustin, Denver. Scorching, Detroit. Bill S, Green Bay. Shannon, Houston. Greg, Indianapolis. Jacksonville and Vegas are open. Zach, you have Kansas City. Brian W, the Chargers. Greg, the Rams. Shannon, Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Bill S, New England. Brian W, New Orleans and the Giants. Bill S, Philadelphia. Nick F, Pittsburgh. Bill S, San Francisco. Seattle is open. Dustin, you have Tampa Bay. Brad, you have Washington. Let's roll the bingo balls, and we'll get these last 3 claimed up here in a second. What does your wife coach, Dustin? I'm assuming girl sport, unless she's, I guess that could be a woman coaching a male sport. Why not? Or a male team. Let's get 3 bingo balls here. 1, 2, 3. My guess was softball, Dustin, but I could be wrong. Softball coach, volleyball, basketball. It's got to be one of those. 176, 176. 127, 127. And final number is 104, 104. She's the head middle school track coach and high school volleyball. I got one right, volleyball. That's just crazy that they get so much crap. That's cool. She done it for a while. Okay, we got 3 spots left here. We'll get them rolling as soon as the last 3 get claimed up. And then Racky up next. Big Al's licensed jerseys to end the night. So that's where we're at. Too long? Yeah, I'm the same way. It's insane how much time it takes. My wife's done it for 16 years now. It's too much. Totally agree. We are getting there, guys. Just 3 left. Let's do this. Let's drop Jacksonville, Vegas, and Seattle down to 29 apiece instead of 32. See if that gets anything going. I'm going to grab those guys. We'll see if we can get these last 3. I guess it's raining outside. Did not realize that. Oh, there goes Vegas. So, Chris, 29, not 32 on those last 3. So, 29 for Vegas. Calendar grab, guys. 176, 127, and 104. Vegas. I'll fill that out before I leave, so I'll screw that up. Congrats earlier as well, Chris. I don't know if you were here, but please let me know if I've got your current address or not. I don't want to screw that up. Jacksonville, Seattle left at 29 apiece. Chris Cody. Yeah, that's a cool one, Chris. Who was on the Funko? I'll show you here in just 1 second. Sure hope I grab the right numbers. 627, 104, 176. Good. Yeah, will you send me a message, Chris, just so I don't screw that up? Yeah, it was Shaq. So we just had a Shaq to the dollar break. We've got this one in the dollar break. Larry had a Shaq jersey not long ago too, which was a cool one, All-Star. And then we had Shaq Funko. Shaq Fu. All right. What am I doing? Jacksonville was Dave. For 29, Dave, thanks. Yeah, that's cool. Seattle, did Seattle get claimed and I missed it? I don't think so. Seattle's the last team left at 29 apiece, or at 29 for them, I should say. And then we're good to go. And I'm going to close this so we're ready, but Seattle, last team at 29. Radke up next. It is our final box. I should, like I said earlier, should have a new set of headliners for us to go after on Wednesday. He said he's going to send it today. I haven't seen it yet, but maybe he's done it while I've been live. Not, I'll remind him tomorrow. So final one here, and then we'll get a new double case, which should be fun. Should be fun. And I have totally given up on the divisions. And the fact that you guys aren't telling me to update it tells me that we're probably, oh yeah, you guys went AFC East. We haven't hit a single AFC helmet yet. Why is it the nights that we go for the full size, we bomb? NFC West, two of those, no Norths. NFC East and South is the R3. East, South, East. 0032, is that really what we're at? Good grief. If you can hit 2 here for the AFC East, AFC South, that'd be great. That would help you. 3 would be even better. Just the Seahawks left, guys, and we're ready to rock and roll. We'll do our Radke drop next. I'm going to copy paste that now. We'll do some licensed jerseys to end the night, and that'll be it. Radke middleweight, full size, 36. Dustin says he'll help us. Thanks, Dustin. Good luck to you. Gotcha. With an asterisk for 29. Okay, we are good. Let's roll. Good luck, everyone. Hey, 104. Series 38. 0 Wonka. These tags are usually correct when I have these ones. That's a cool helmet if it is that. And it is that. Come on. Stuck in the bag. Oh, that's why there's an earpiece on the bottom of the box. That one might be extra, though. 3, 2, 1. We got a bright one to go along with our last bright one, but this one's actually made to be bright. 3, 4. Both earpieces struggling. There's one. This is a Rave. Since there's no logo on the back, we know what team that is. There are multiple yellow Raves, but only one with a non-logoed back. Only one on the back. Last Chicago. That's right. I already forgot. Pittsburgh and Chicago is who we were looking for. Bears are last. Woo! Everyone's thinking he did that. No, I didn't. I don't mind seeing them get last. Now I got to worry about the Bears and the Lions and maybe the Vikings. I did better when the Lions and the Bears kind of sucked. Break lead on that one. You did have Pittsburgh in the last one, Obi. This one was Nick. That's rude. I have to say it, Dave, because now it's like no one's little brother anymore. Maybe they never were, but now it's like we could have a horrible season. We could beat them 2 times. We could lose both times. Nick, let's see what you got. Nick gets the rave. His favorite helmet. This one might be up for trade. Who knows? 3, 2, 1. Nice big auto. I love this helmet. Still not dried up. One personally assigned to you, Nick. Hines Ward from the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, not the Dark Knight Rises. He's in the first one, running across the football field. He returns a punt and then doesn't realize the whole field has sunken behind him for the Gotham football team. Hines Ward, great hit there. Beckett, not Gotham certified. Beckett certified. Hines Ward. That gets our last team standing, the Chicago Bears. I wonder if the Bears have ever been the last team standing. Bill S., Michael C., and Jason L. Okay. You 3 are in the running. No walk on this one. Nick, nice hit. Bill, have you ever won last team standing? Bill's been around for a while. He's guessed every time. I don't know if you've won. Maybe a while back. Nice job. I should start doing it just to see if I can get close. Nope. You did it this series. Congrats. Which Bill I have? Bill B, you have. Bill S got it right this time, and I wondered if he had ever gotten it right before. That answer was a nope. Okay, 127. Nick, nice hit. Hines Ward, rave. Series 38. 0 Wonka. I've never gotten it. I just make these stupid guessing games to torture everyone. Well, it's like a while since we've seen this helmet. This is an alternate. Don't worry, every team has an alternate. Well, maybe not every team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. They've got some of the better alternates. Now I'm talking crap on the Bears and the Lions, and of course, the Lions come out when I do that. Mustang style helmet. Very cool. Detroit Lions on the alternate. This is a 2024 alt, I believe. There's no sticker in there, so I like to look at that to try to remember. Fanatic certified on this one. I thought I saw who it was. Who had Detroit? That would be Scorching. Ray. Ray hitting a Lions alternate. Ray, congrats. Let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it is. It kind of looks similar to one with Brad, the BYU boy, Jamal Williams. But this is not Jamal Williams. This is Jack Campbell. They kind of have similar autographs. Linebacker Jack Campbell, great linebacker. Number 46. Fanatic certified. Going to Ray. Ray, nice hit. We got some colors again today. Look at that. Just missed an orange and purple. Every once in a while, we'll get like all STSs, and it'll be brown and white all over the whole table. I think I said 0 Wonka, right? Short-term memory thing. Looks similar to Zach Wilson, too. It kind of does, yeah. That is correct. The funny thing is, Jamal Williams, I could see JW's Jack Campbell. I don't know. It's just some squiggles. Okay. We got one AFC, but that's not the one you guys went for. And then another NFC North. 0, 1, 3, 3. You guys have the 0. Good grief. Come on, get one here. 176, Series 38, 0 Wonka. Whoops, sorry. A little bunk there. Zach Wilson. Good old Zach Wilson. Who signed him? He just went somewhere. I see the auto. I know who this one is. I just hit a helmet like, well, not like this, but from this team on Saturday. 3, 2, 1, and consequently, it's our second helmet pulled from this team, although they look very different because one was college. So that's our second Washington helmet. This is the Lunar, one of the rare Lunars. Before they switched the logo, they did make the Lunars while they were under the football team. So we get Washington football team Lunars. That's 2 Washington in the last 4 helmets. Washington, Mr. Brad, and that's who I won the Washington down from. I got an Alex Smith Washington, which I love seeing that. I didn't know it was me until you guys told me because I was muted watching it under the table at dinner with the in-laws. Brad, nice hit. And I said 0 Wonka. Saints, okay. I know he was with Denver and he was Jets before that, somewhere else. And then he went somewhere, but I can't remember where. I've got a soft spot for this player too. I still need to find the right style to add to my PC. This is Andre 3000, or at least he looks like one of the singers from Outkast. I'll say it every time. Go put him side by side with Andre 3000. Clinton Portis from the Miami Hurricanes. You probably do, Brian. You probably like him on the other team better, on the Broncos. I'd like to see a nice, cool Broncos specialty Portis to put to the PC, or even a classic Redskins Portis would be sweet too. Lunars, we don't see a ton of these for Washington. That's a cool one. Brad, nice hit. Clinton Portis for the Commanders. That's NFC East. You guys, I'm sorry. Okay, recap. We had Hines Ward, Ray for the Steelers, Jack Campbell alternate for the Lions, and Clinton Portis Lunar. Let's do a Racky. It's our final Racky box. See where this one goes. See if we can get something out of this. If you're hanging out for licensed jerseys, which is up next, our final break of the night. New additions are Warren Moon on the Powder Blue Oilers, Chris Chelios Red Wings scripted Fanatics Premium, or career if you want to call it, like we get from East Coast. It actually did come from East Coast. A new batch from him. He's got some fun jerseys. And then we added Yoan Moncada, White Sox alternate Nike with the South Side on the front. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see where we're at with Racky, though, first. Top chat, live chat. And I've got Jonathan up first with spot 1 and Denver. Oops, and I typed Jason because I was thinking you were just late, Jason. Sorry. Not your day, Jason. Just barely getting beat out on all these teams. Jonathan R., I got you with Denver first. Jason just behind. Detroit going to Bill S. And then I go and screw that up by typing her name, too, to make you feel even worse. Dallas, spot 3. Detroit was Denver for Bill. Dallas, spot 3 for Joseph. All 3 right by each other. Too bad we didn't cream Green Bay next to make it a big chunk. New England, spot 4. 4. Am I losing my mind? Oh, Ray just behind on Detroit. That's the one I missed. Sorry. Bill had him just a little ahead of you. Spot 4 is New England for Bill S. Spot 5 is Philadelphia for Dave. Got you, Dave. Spot 6, Indy for Brad. Spot 7, Tampa Bay for Brian. Spot 8, Rams for Greg. Okay. Gregor, got you there. Spot 8. Spot 9, Baltimore Ravens for Dave. Spot 10, Cincy for Brad. Spot 11 is San Francisco for Ray. Spot 12 is the Giants for Chris. 13 is Kansas City for Jonathan. 14, Minnesota for Zach. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Jason. I was reading, Jonathan had it, and then I was about to say Jason just barely behind, and instead I typed your name on the line. So that's my fault. Okay, Minnesota's our last claim. 2 spots left so far. Then we're going to go. Two left, and then we're ready to roll. Teams that are available. I'll need to. Chris grabbing Green Bay. And there's spot 16. Brian grabbing the Chargers. We are closed. Okay, licensed jerseys up next. That's our final break of the night, guys. Should have 16 here. We do. Let's get some randoms going. Oh. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Buffalo on top, Cleveland on bottom. Jonathan R., you've got Denver and Buffalo. Bill S. Detroit. Bill S. New England and Atlanta. David, Philly, Jacksonville. Says that my connection is unstable. Hopefully that goes away. If you guys don't, let me know and I'll reread them. Bill S. New England and Atlanta. David, Philadelphia. I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi, even though I know that's doing nothing. I think the warning went away. I'm sure you guys heard everything I said. If you didn't, let me know. David, Philly, Jacksonville. Brad, Indy, Chicago. Brian W., Tampa, Seattle. Greg, Rams, and Miami. David L., Baltimore and the Jets. Brad, Cincy, Carolina. Scorching, San Fran, Vegas. Chris G., Giants and Pittsburgh. Jonathan R., Kansas City, Tennessee. Zach, Minnesota, Washington. Chris G., you've got Green Bay, Houston, and Brian W., Chargers and Cleveland. Don't need to run the random because we have just box 3 remaining. This is making me sad. I like it. It's when you guys have a small shot at the very least. Houston for Jets is a trade offer. Chris has Houston. Jets are David L. David L., you want to trade Jets for Houston? Or are you going to sit where you're at? Oh, boy. There's our final box. We'll get a brand new double case in here on Wednesday and get some new headliners to look at as well. Dave says, no thanks. Okay. Let's roll. Box 3. Oh, and I said that college guesses count here, right? If anyone's watching now that wasn't here earlier for the college guesses, you've got like 30 seconds to guess the college team. If not, I'm going to use your guesses from before. And I may have to rewatch or just use the honor system because I can't see the claims. But if you didn't guess a college claim for the first Radkey, you got a shot here. If you guessed earlier and you guess again and your second one gets it right, it's a negative points and I get a helmet from your collection. Just kidding. So as of now, Brian still has a chance with Alabama to get to 2. Everyone else has a chance to get to 1. I thought maybe we had him, man. I thought that was going to be Sean Alexander on an Authentic Eclipse. And it wasn't. It was Malcolm Butler. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is an STS 4.0. Hard to see the team, so I'll wait till we pull it out here. Love me some 4.0s. That is the Miami Dolphins. Is that normal? Oh, yeah, I guess that's the inside of the fin. That's white still there, huh? Miami. Who had Miami? Was it claimed? It was not claimed. It was a random going to spot 8 for Greg. Greg hitting on Miami. A little assist from Bill. Does it seem like Marino? 3, 2, 1. How do you guys know that was Marino? I don't think I would have guessed Marino on a 4.0. Did I show it? I didn't see it. Dan Marino. He probably has less Marinos than I do in my PC. I don't know why I love having them. I've had the benefit of hitting a few Marinos with Brad and traded and hit elsewhere as well. But did I show it? Oh, okay. Whoops. Yeah, the checklist is not a know-all, end-all either for Iraqi, but we do seem to hit Marino a lot, which I don't think I'd ever complain about hitting Marino. Maybe I did, though, Dustin. Everyone's jumping out the gate saying Marino. Nick said it. Jonathan said it. Greg, congrats. I don't think Greg's watching live, but he'll watch later and be happy about that one. 2 big QBs for Greg today. Sheesh. That is Pitt. Did anybody guess Pitt in the college guessing game? It's not Alabama, unfortunately, Brian. Sorry. Every case I'll take my next case does not seem. That's how it works sometimes, I know. Okay, congrats, Greg, on Dan Marino. Let's roll with a licensed jersey series break. There it is. I don't think anyone had Pitt. You guys did get one for your guesses, though, AFC East. So that's something. Okay. Top chat, live chat. This is the song that I saved. Not a bad way to end that double case either. Dan Marino. We had some big quarterbacks this case. I love it. Okay, let me share my screen and let's get this licensed jersey. Let me top chat it just in case. Those came in right when I said it. I've got Obi for Larry. Alexander would be his name. I should know that. Jason just behind on Ovi, and then another Jason, and then Bill behind. Was there any other Ovi? Sorry, I'm just skipping all the Ovis because I'm a little behind on those. Sorry, guys. Nick. Leon. Has the LA Kings game started yet? If anybody's looking or no. Draisaitl for Nick. Number 3 is Ripken for James. Number 4 is Favre for Bill S. Number 5 is KG for Jonathan S. Ripken gone, Mark. Sorry, Obi gone. Frazier is number 6 for Craig. Gotcha, Craig. Number 7, Zach just behind on Garnett. Number 7 is Churio. Number 8 is Patty Kane for Brian. Number 9 is Magic Johnson for Zach. Whoops. I do know how to type. Number 10 is Bo for Greg. Okay. Number 11 is Doan. Shane Doan, where did that go? Brian. Number 12 is Barkley for Greg. Number 13 is Igor Shesterkin for Scorching. Number 14 is Keekly for Greg. Gotcha. Number 15, Igor just behind Elliott. Sorry about that. 15 is Chelios. Love that jersey. I really do. I took pictures of it a while back, but I put them in the little thing, and then when I posted it today, I thought, why didn't I keep that jersey? 16, Moncada. I'll show some pictures here because I think we're a little LA 1, Seattle 0. Lose LA. 16, Moncada for Larry. Hopefully Greg doesn't get mad. I took that Rams pick for him without his permission. Which one? Oh, in Racky? I doubt he'll be mad now. Jeez. Talk about an all-time assist. You've done that for me before in Brad's too, where you had to pick for me when I was gone and hit one that I've been chasing forever. So definitely does not go unnoticed. JSN is number 17. Might be the oldest jerseys now. It's one of the top 3, I think. That's Scorching. Gotcha. Number 18 is Jokic. Forgot that I put him back in. 2 left. I'm going to show some pictures here while we're waiting just to see if we can remind what we have in the series. 2 spots left to close this. Okay. Oops, that's just the list. Pitchers. I'm going to read off names that haven't been picked yet. Both claimed. Yeah, he will be fine for sure. Scherzer. Skipping ones that are claimed. Metcalf and Moon. Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that quite a bit. Sosa, Tim Brown. Sebastian Aho. He was in the penalty box quite a bit in our game against him. They still kicked our trash. Pierce and Matthew Tkachuk. Paul Pierce, alternate. Matthew Tkachuk. Anquan Bolden. Mark Stone. Darnell Nurse. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Logan Cooley, my favorite player on the Mammoth. Karl Malone. Dennis Rodman. Theo Fleury. I don't know if Emmett Smith got claimed. I forget. So if he's claimed, don't claim him. Andre Johnson. Or do, and I'll tell you that they're gone because it was my fault. Penny Hardaway, Anthony Hardaway there. Bob, Rasheed Wallace, Polamalu, and Andre Dawson. Evans, we're down to 1 spot left. Steve Young, Leonard Fournette, John Starks, Brett Hull, Xavier Worthy, John Elway, Pro Bowl, Andrew McCutcheon, Allen Iverson, alternate, Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors, Bernie Nichols, Justin Jefferson, not sure if he got claimed, Chipper Jones, Pete Rose, Thornton, Keller, Isaiah Thomas, Matthew Golden, Miko Rantanen, Julius Irving, Tyler Warren, Wade Boggs. That's all of them. 1 left. I did it. I got through them all. Jokic was 18. 19 is Evans. For Dustin. 20 is Pete Rose for Mark. Got you, Mark. All right, guys, we're closed. Let's get some randoms going. There will be 4 solos. The bounty is rigged, man. Look at that. Rigged. Okay, 44. The last 4 will be $10 solos as soon as you see them. Let's, I'll read them off on the 7th roll. Final break of the night, guys. Buy or trade for Emmett, whoever gets them. Let's see who has them. Better get that ready. What if he's a solo? 2, 3. He was right there, but that's too early. 4, 5, 6, and 7 rolls. He almost was the last one, but Andre Dawson, Brian Thomas, Tyler Warren, Mark Stone are our solos. All solid names there. That means Mark has Emmett Smith if he wants to, because it is the final random. Read through these. We'll get some trades going, trade talks going. Don't always have trades, but we usually have 1 or 2 trades or some sells at the very least. Stone going to Jason, Dawson going to Obi. Tyler Warren, Colts tight end, rookie from last year. Brian Thomas Jr., rookie a few years back. Jaguars, Nike, or what's available on the solos. The NHL playoffs are a joke. If the Stars beat the Wild, they get to play the Avalanche. Well, the Pacific is a joke. Yeah, we're in your stupid division, but luckily we don't have to. We're not good enough to play anyone good that early, unless we tank the last game or 2 here. Yeah, the Stars should not be playing the Wild. That's a disservice to every hockey fan to have it start that way. I hate that. Okay. Stone, Dawson. I'll buy Matthew Tkachuk. Let me read off who has who, and then I'll answer these. Larry V, you have Ovechkin, St. Brown, and Bolden. Nick, you have Draisaitl, Andre Johnson, Logan Cooley. James, you have Ripken, Keller, and Fleury. Bill, Favre, Iverson, and Elway. Jonathan, Garnett, Palomalu, and Nurse. Craig, Fraser, Sosa, and Golden. Bill S, Churio, Boggs, and Chipper Jones. That's a $5 off, Bill. $5 off spot. Nice. Baseball, baseball, baseball. Brian, Kane, Fournette, Brown, Zach Magic, Neighbors, and Isaiah Thomas. Greg, you have Bo Jackson, Metcalf, Carmelone. Brian Doan, Jefferson, and Aho. Greg, you have Barkley, Mikko Rantanen, and Bernie Nichols. Scorching, you have Shesterkin, Hull, and Sergei Bobrovsky. That's a $3 off spot. $3 Ray. Greg, Keekly, Moon, and Rodman. Jason T. Chelios, Wallace, and Hardaway. Larry V. Moncada, Pierce, and Tkachuk. If you want to sell Tkachuk, Larry, James asked, I believe. I'll make sure. Scorching, JSN, Steve Young, Julius Erving, Zach, Jokic, Scherzer, and McCutcheon, Dustin, Evans, Worthy, and Thornton, and Mark, you have Pete Rose, John Starks, Anna Smith. Okay, I'll buy Matt Tkachuk. Did Larry said yours, James, good luck. I just probably said that. No, I can't find it. Do green there for James. Gotcha. Andre Johnson for trade for hockey. Andre Johnson's up for trade for hockey. I'll keep. That's the Emmitt Smith. Okay. Wallace and Penny up for trade or sell. Rasheed Wallace and Penny Hardaway both up for trade or sell. Rasheed Wallace. Golden for trade. Larry sells St. Brown. Eric Saskin. Larry says, yours, Eric. Good luck. Okay. Orange for Eric. Starks for sell, Mark. Let's see if Mark responded to that one. Mark, if you want to sell Starks, let Jonathan know. Golden for Penny. It's a trade offer, Craig and Jason. Thanks, Larry. Mark, sell Emmett or trade. He said he's going to keep yours, Eric. Good luck. No on Golden. Okay. Trade Darnell Nurse for Steve Young. Where's Steve Young? Scorching has Steve Young. Darnell Nurse was who offered? Jonathan? Ray, if you want to trade Steve Young for Darnell Nurse on the Oilers alternate, let him know. I'll come back up and look for that, or I'll see it on the bottom. Andre Johnson for Joe Thornton, Dustin. Let's see, Dustin. No response yet from Dustin. If you want to trade Andre Johnson for Jumbo Joe, I think that's Jumbo Joe. It might be someone else, but where are you, Dustin? Joe Thornton, let him know. I'll do the AJ trade. Was that Andre Johnson? Okay. So Thornton trade and Johnson trade. Okay, Andre Johnson for Thornton. Bolden and Pierce for sale. Bolden and Paul Pierce up for sale for $10. Wallace for Pierce. Rasheed Wallace for Paul Pierce is a trade offer, Larry? Sorry, not for Wallace. Okay. Keller up for trade for football or baseball? James has Clayton Keller up for football or baseball? I'm going to put this here. Sorry, not for Wallace. Trade Andre Johnson for Keller. So Andre's gone. Trade already happened. I know you're offering it just in case, but okay. Trade Andre Johnson. Wallace for Boggs. Keller for Golden. Wallace for Boggs. Who has Wade Boggs? The last you have Wade Boggs. If you want to trade for Rasheed Wallace, Keller for Golden. I think this was the one you said you would do, which is the one that didn't sell anyway. So this is Keller for Golden, correct? So Keller is going to Craig and Golden is going to James. Okay. Getting there, guys. Sorry. I'll buy Bolden, says Scorching. Okay. What happened to the other thing? I'll keep a thanks. Here's really good luck. I'll do Golden, Craig. Sorry, Nick. Okay, no worries. I'll do the AJ trade. It was already traded anyways, or it was right after. Thanks, Dustin. Wallace for sell. Gotcha. It's already highlighted. Thanks, you too. Pass. Sell Nurse if I can't trade for Steve Young. Steve Young is Ray. If Ray wants to trade Steve Young for, who was your offer, Jonathan? Darnell Nurse. If not, Nurse is up for sale. Okay, I think I've caught up. We still have Brian Thomas Jr. and Tyler Warren up for sale for $10 a piece as solos, and then Darnell Nurse, Rasheed Wallace, Penny Hardaway, Paul Pierce are available. We'll roll the bingo balls in a second here. We'll see if any more trades happen. I think I caught up to everything, hopefully. 1, 2, 3 sold so far, and then 4 available for sale and 2 still unsold. Let's get the process going. Let's get some bingo balls going, and then I'll check on these last few. A little behind where I try to keep it at 2 hours. It's a little slow today. Keep young. Okay. So that means Darnell Nurse is up for sale if anybody wants to buy Darnell Nurse. Oilers alternate. Didn't Darnell Nurse have a pretty bad head injury a couple years ago and came back and they were all happy about it? 2 numbers. 1, 2. Put it back. Notepad. First number is 141. 141. Next number is 89. 89. LA2. Oh, man. So I think we're up by 3 points. So once they win this, they'll be down by 1 to us. So if we win 1 game, they have to win both. Ugh. So if we just win both games, we're in. Or if they just lose 1, we have to win 1. Good grief, man. Buy Warren if someone wants to buy Xavier Worthy. If anyone wants to buy Xavier Worthy, where that is, Worthy, you would buy who? Tyler Warren down here. So if someone wants to buy Worthy, Dustin will buy one of the last 2 solos here. No pressure on anyone there, though. If they go unsold, they go unsold. I'll deal with it. Why do we? It's like we made the playoffs, and then all of a sudden they just kind of started relaxing. I don't really get it. We lose to Calgary, who Calgary is horrible. Maybe because they lost their defenseman, they wanted to show out and beat us. I don't know. Need some light boxes for basketball. Yeah, you did. You got 2 basketball randoms that no one wants to trade for. If I was in, I'd trade for Penny Hardaway. I like Penny. Okay, last call on Nurse, Wallace, Hardaway, Paul Pierce, Brian Thomas, Tyler Warren. Dustin also has Xavier Worthy up if anyone wants to buy that for $10. I'll go grab the boxes. We'll come back, and if nothing else moves, we'll just stay where they're at. Sorry about that. So 141 and 89. 80. Keep it in the same order in my brain. 141, 89. 141, 89. 141, 89. I always try to pay attention to just in my own brain if they're at the top of the stack or the bottom of the stack. Just not a basketball back in the 90s. Regular season's been rough. I still love basketball, but it's the regular season games have taken a dive in my extracurricular activities. I'll watch hockey over that now. Football will always be my. There's a football game on. I'm watching that. I'm excited for NBA playoffs. I like the playoffs. I think that's a good product. But I hate that it's at the exact same time as NHL playoffs. I wish they'd stagger them by a couple weeks just to whatever. Okay, I don't see anybody else grabbing spots. So Brian Thomas, Tyler Warren going unsold. Paul Pierce, Rasheed Wallace, Penny Hardaway, Darnell Nurse are going to stay where they're at as well. $89, 141. 141, 89. Okay. Handwriting's a little squiggly. I bet he did ask for the Rams. Okay, 89, 141. Good luck, all. Little changes can change the outcome. I know that all too well. Good luck, all. I think I know who it is based on the colors. Looks light. You are correct. It is light, and now I can tell who it is. Got a little clear bag, but seeing this now for sure. You were hoping for this sport. It's just not the player you have. Just in case, I won't give it away yet until I pull it out, but it's pretty obvious after showing pictures. Three, two, one. We've got Allen Iverson. Why am I having a hard time seeing the auto? Oh, it's down below. Jeez. It is a little bit harder to see the black ink on the auto, but it's there. Bottom corner. There it is. Without the glare. Allen Iverson. Great hit there. Mitchell and Ness. Sixers. That's some sort of a alternate or throwback. Hardwood Classics. Swingman 1996, 1997, before basketball died, in Jason's opinion. Eric knows. AI is correct. I don't know who has them yet. Let me check. Great hit. I love AI. I don't feel like he's been in that long. Where are you, Allen Iverson? Oh, it's right up there at the top. On the Brett Favre random and John Elway, sandwiched in between two football players, is Allen Iverson on the 76ers, Mitchell and Ness. Bill S. hitting Allen Iverson. Bill, nice hit. Packet certified. He always says kind of a small auto, but there it is. Black ink on the blue number alternate 76ers jersey. Congrats, Bill. Nice hit. Jeez Louise, Al. There we go. Struggling to put it back in the bag. Basketball it is. Okay, jersey number 2. Box 141. Sheesh. I'm getting tired. I can't even cut the right spot. I can't quite tell. This one's throwing me off. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It fills. Oh, remember how I started saying I can't just say bags are one sport? Some of these are starting to come in these Fanatics under wrap bags, even if they are hockey. This is a hockey jersey. Uh-oh, this was one that was claimed by a few people one after another. Let me see. I think that's what it is. I don't think I have any other Rangers in there. That is a Ranger. And it is. That is correct. That is Shesterkin. I'm sorry to you know who you are. You've had him a bunch of times. It's the way it goes sometimes. I'm pretty sure this one went to. Am I going? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Jeez Louise. Ray, Scorching. Ray, nice hit. Fanatic certified. I know there was talks about him moving on, but has that kind of died down since they got rid of a few of their other players? One of the top goalies in the league. He has been for a while. Igor Shesterkin. Rangers, Adidas. Beautiful jersey. No one's taking the contracts that way. Fight strap down there. Beautiful Adidas. So we have one basketball, one hockey today. Shesterkin and Allen Iverson. Scorching. Nice hit. Congrats, Ray. Well, both those jerseys, both blue and red, huh? One was red, one was blue, but they both had blue and red. Going to Ray and Bill. Allen Iverson, Igor Shesterkin. Let's do a quick recap of everything tonight. Congrats, winners. Sorry to those that did not hit tonight. Hopefully it changes for you if you're around Wednesday or the next time you join. Let's do a quick recap. Start off with some non-Big Al stuff. We had Shaq from Funko. Great start to the new case there. Hockey mini helmet somewhere over here. Behind there, it is Alex Tuck for the Vegas Golden Knights. Love that one. Hockey jerseys today were Gary Cheevers and Elvis Merzlikins. Yeah, thank you. Congrats, winners as well. I'll go ahead and put the McBride. Yeah, you got it in the corner. No problem. Racky today was Malcolm Smith and Dan Marino. The rest was Big Al's. We had Igor Shesterkin and Allen Iverson on the jerseys. That is Mitchell & Ness and Adidas. And then helmets today, we had Eli Manning, Tyler Lockett, Chris Godwin, Jalen Daniels, Hines Ward, Jack Campbell, and Clinton Portis. Yeah, see you guys on Wednesday if you're around. Congrats to those that hit. If anything's staying, I know a few now. We'll get them posted. If not, I'll get them shipped out either tomorrow or they'll go out the very latest Thursday if we're waiting to combine stuff. So I don't ever send out tracking like ahead of time. If you're one of those guys that wants tracking, just message me and say, hey, shoot me tracking, and I'm happy to send it over. There's a ton of boxes. I don't think 15,000 packages, maybe 3 or 4 have gone missing. Sometimes they're a little late, but most of the items get there in a pretty quick manner. So I don't just send it but I could if you want me to, for sure. Okay, have a great night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate you.